Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, and a very special welcome to our brand new author, Jennifer Louise. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
I'm so excited. It's your book launch day. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling nervous. I'm proud of finally reaching this goal.
Oh, all those emotions are great and they're real. And of course, that comes up when you've reached when you've accomplished such a goal as this. Jennifer, can you share with everybody the name of your book?
So, the name of my book is Pearl. The subtitle is a children's book about growing through adversity.
Very nice. Can you also share what inspired you to write this book?
I've always loved pearls. As you can see, I love the gem. I love the how they're formed. They are formed through an irritation, whether it be a parasite or a worm or a piece of sand, and the process that it goes through to produce this beautiful gem. And I also love how it links into the Bible where it talks about compared to a kingdom of heaven, and that if you are looking for a treasure, it's like looking for the kingdom of God, and it's compared to the pearl. So I've loved that analogy for both the way the pearl is made and how it's a great treasure to be found.
Mhm. So good, so good. Can you tell everybody what your book Pearl is about and who would you say it's for?
Pearl is about a growing through adversity, through irritation. It's a children's book where the main character, Clam, is dull and gray. She's irritated, she's alone, and through the kind words of a friend, she learns that she has great value and a treasure in God, and that He treasures her, and how that process goes through the book of what she learns along the way is what I think a lot of children and adults even go through as well.
Hmm. I think you wrote such a great book, an exceptional book, beautiful illustrations, beautiful message. How did you think of Clam being your main character? Were you thinking about putting Pearl in there somewhere? Is that why you wrote about a clam?
Yeah, so a lot of pearls are formed in clams or mollusks, and I felt like a clam really on the outside that isn't anything special, but on the inside there's this beautiful gem that has to be harvested. And with the main character being Clam, it shows that a lot of people's children, they often think there's not anything special about me. They see maybe what's around them, which if you go to a reef like the Great Barrier Reef here in Australia, it's beautiful. And the clam is this dull gray creature that's sitting in this beauty surrounding it, and yet it has one of the most rare gems in the world inside of it. And I feel like that's something that can be offered to children to show them that it's not what's around outside in the world, but it's what God has
Mm.
placed within them. Is He places a treasure within each one of us.
Beautiful, beautiful. And who would you say that this story is for, this book? What age?
I would say 3 to 8, but 5 to 8 would probably have a better understanding of the story, and it would also open up for discussion because it also goes through a little bit of teasing in the book, and when children start school, they might face some of that, so that can open up discussions with parents.
Perfect, perfect. What is it that you hope that parents and kids take away from the book?
That there's discussion, maybe perhaps of a child's day, what they might not be able to verbalize. And through a book, sometimes the story and the character can help a child verbalize and articulate what they're struggling with, if they're irritated or challenged with a situation. And the book could possibly help parents to join in that discussion as a a way to say, hey, you can get through this, and um, as an encouragement for their child.
Perfect. So good. So good. So, friends, this book is available today on Amazon. So make sure you go there and grab a copy of Pearl. You'll see it there in hardcover, softcover, and ebook format. Wherever in the world you are, look for Amazon where you are. Jennifer lives in Australia, so definitely it's available there. I'm in Canada, available there, the US, everywhere. So make sure to go to Amazon today. Jennifer, I want to ask you a little bit about your journey into becoming a children's book author. First of all, how long have you been thinking about it?
I would say this book has been a lifetime of writing. I have notebooks filled with just writing, poetry, stories. But practically it's been a 2 year process of going through the Miriam Laundry publishing
Mhm.
writing course as well as the publishing phase as well. And then also joining it with a writing group that I'm part of here in Sydney. And I had first written it thinking this would be a great analogy for children, but it was rather boring. It didn't have the storyline to it. And so with the help of my friends and with the help of the editor, Sharon, at your publishing company, it formed more into a dialogue and the adversity that and irritation that children and adults go through. And I felt like it took a 2 years process of just nutting that out, of writing it through dialogue, through exploring the characters and how the characters can be joined together to bring out an a story that children could relate to and that they could
Mhm.
identify with. So it's been a journey of just a dream come true, actually, to write, because I've always wanted to write a children's book. And I hope to write more. But this first one, actually, I felt like was a culmination of all of those years of experience combined with everything else that I had just talked about, just at the right opportunity to put the book together.
Yes. Well, we're happy that we get to celebrate you today after, a lifetime of having this dream of writing a children's book, the last 2 years of really working on it. We're happy that today is a book launch day and we get to celebrate you. We know that in every author's journey, there are always lessons and
Mhm.
challenges that come along with that. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you when writing this book?
I would say figuring out all the technology side of it. I am often been relying on my sons who are in the younger generation who can figure out technology a lot quicker. Just putting it together and um, yeah, just trying to do step by step. I felt like the Miriam Laundry team have been really good at helping me step by step, just working through this is the next process, this is the next process, because I feel like otherwise it would have been a bit daunting. But
Hmm.
I've learned a lot through the technological process of,
That's
and just
good.
I'm finding it fascinating too, the process behind it all.
Yes, yes. Well, I love the growth there. Were there any other lessons that you learned during the publishing process?
Just the process, the step by step, what needs to go first, getting a KDP and an ISBN number for the book, then the design layout, the work that goes into the description of the book, the bios, just the whole step by
Hmm.
step process was really useful. And I'm a huge reader myself, and I've been reading books my whole life, and now I look at, wow, that's what all these other authors have had to do to put this book out into the world.
Yes. Yes, you start looking at books differently once you've done one. You understand a little bit more. I mean, not a little bit, you understand a lot more about the behind
Mm,
the scenes process. I love that. So, your illustrator did a beautiful job. What was it
mm.
like to work with her? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Mary Lou and I have been friends for several decades. And so working with her was a dream because she had wanted to illustrate a children's book, which I didn't know. And she didn't know I wanted to write a children's book. So when I approached her, because she is an artist herself in her own right, and when I approached her, she said yes, she would love to. And so we worked together really well. We were in sync. I could trust her completely with the vision of the book and she researched as well the character development, even how the water, the ocean goes from dark to light as the characters are changing. And she put a lot of research into that. We also share a couple of nephews and nieces, and one of our nieces is who the book is dedicated to. So we share a lot of history. So it's been a great project to work together with Mary.
Yes. So special, so special. So I want to make sure to give her full name. Mary Lou Landmark is the
Yeah,
illustrator of this beautiful book. So
yeah.
Jennifer, what about, I'd love to know what is the best part of accomplishing this dream of being an author for you?
Um, I would say having grown up myself in a neighborhood and traveling in a neighborhood that was full of challenges, and then traveling around in the world working with children who have gone through their own adversities and challenges, to say, here's a book that could be an avenue for discussion and pointing them more towards resilience and growing through the adversities they go through. I know there's many books out there like that, but I felt like for me personally, I was a child always reading. And
Mhm.
so to have to say I'm a published author is a dream come true. And to be able to hold the book in my hand and to say, wow, this dream was achieved. Um, yeah, it's beyond words of how special it is.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Mm.
I'd love to know if you have any advice that you would like to give an aspiring author who may be watching this interview.
Don't give up. You're never too old or you're never too young to pursue your dream. And you don't know when that dream will be accomplished, but just keep working towards it and persevere.
Perfect, perfect. So, friends, make sure to go to Amazon today and grab a copy of Pearl. You're going to enjoy this book and share it with the children in your life, of course, children, grandchildren, maybe even buy a copy of the book for your local library.
Mhm.
Now, besides going to Amazon, where else can our viewers find you?
I have a website called Stories Spark Imagination, and I'm on Instagram and Facebook with the same name, Stories Spark Imagination.
Perfect, perfect. Well, Jennifer, it's been such a pleasure speaking with you. I always like to ask my authors this question. Is there anything else you wish that I would have asked you or anything else you'd like to share before we go?
Um, no, just what a privilege it's been to work with the Miriam Laundry publishing team. The professionalism, the step-by-step help, and I just feel like you understood the dream that myself and many authors are trying to accomplish. And yeah, just for other people, don't give up. Just keep working towards whatever dream God has placed inside of you.
Beautiful. Well, it's been our pleasure, Jennifer. We love that we get to partner with you in bringing this story, this beautiful story of Pearl, out in the world. Thank you, friends, for being here. Thank you, everybody. Mary Lou, enjoy your book launch day.
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.